Your thyroid does not exist in isolation. It listens. It listens to your brain. It listens to your immune system. It listens to stress, sleep, nutrition, inflammation. Throughout this series, we explored the thyroid from every angle. The molecular furnace of metabolism, the brain-thyroid control axis, the heart-thyroid rhythm connection, the brain fog and anxiety link, and the autoimmune fire behind Hashimoto's and Graves' disease. But one question remains. How do you support thyroid stability long-term? Not through quick fixes, not through metabolic extremes, but through a system. Tonight, we explore the Thyroid Reset Framework, a science-based approach to restoring metabolic balance. Because the thyroid does not need hacks. It needs stability. Many people think of the thyroid as a single gland, but functionally, it is part of a network, a metabolic command system involving the brain, the liver, the gut, the immune system, the mitochondria, and the adrenal stress response. When this network is stable, thyroid hormones flow smoothly through the system. When the network becomes chaotic, thyroid signaling becomes unstable. The reset begins by stabilizing the network. Thyroid signaling follows a circadian rhythm. TSH rises during the night. Hormone conversion fluctuates through the day. When sleep timing becomes irregular, this rhythm becomes disrupted. Research shows poor sleep can reduce T4 to T3 conversion efficiency. The result is lower cellular thyroid signaling even if lab tests appear normal. A reset begins with sleep. Consistent sleep timing, morning light exposure, reduced nighttime light. These cues help synchronize the hypothalamus, the master clock of endocrine rhythm. The thyroid depends on stable metabolic energy. Large blood sugar swings activate cortisol and adrenaline. These stress hormones suppress thyroid conversion. Chronically unstable glucose patterns may therefore reduce T3 availability. Stabilizing blood sugar involves balanced meals, adequate protein, healthy fats, fiber-rich carbohydrates. Extreme dietary restriction can destabilize thyroid signaling. The thyroid responds poorly to famine signals. Metabolic stability supports hormone stability. Most thyroid hormone produced by the gland is T4, but T4 is largely inactive. Cells depend on T3, the active metabolic signal. Conversion from T4 to T3 occurs primarily in the liver and peripheral tissues. This conversion depends on several nutrients, including selenium, zinc, iron. Deficiencies in these micronutrients may impair conversion efficiency. A reset, therefore, includes ensuring adequate nutritional support for this biochemical process. Chronic stress alters the HPT axis. Elevated cortisol suppresses TSH signaling and reduces T4 to T3 conversion. It may also increase reverse T3 production, a metabolically inactive form. This does not mean stress alone causes thyroid disease, but persistent stress can weaken metabolic signaling. Effective stress regulation may involve movement, breath regulation, time outdoors, social connection. The goal is not eliminating stress. It is preventing chronic physiological overload. The gut microbiome influences immune tolerance and nutrient absorption. It also participates in thyroid hormone metabolism through bacterial enzymes. When gut balance is disrupted, several problems may emerge. Reduced nutrient absorption, increased inflammatory signaling, immune dysregulation. These changes may indirectly affect thyroid signaling. Supporting gut health often involves fiber-rich whole foods, fermented foods, adequate hydration. A resilient microbiome supports endocrine resilience. Thyroid hormones do not create energy. They regulate the rate at which mitochondria produce it. If mitochondrial health declines, thyroid signaling becomes less effective. Mitochondrial health is supported by regular physical activity, adequate sleep, balanced nutrition. Avoiding chronic toxin exposure. Movement is particularly powerful. Exercise stimulates mitochondrial biogenesis, the creation of new mitochondria. More mitochondria means greater metabolic flexibility. Chronic inflammation can interfere with thyroid signaling. Inflammatory cytokines may reduce receptor sensitivity and impair hormone conversion. Inflammation may originate from many sources: chronic stress, poor diet patterns, environmental toxins, autoimmune activity. Reducing inflammatory burden supports endocrine communication across the entire metabolic network. Traditional thyroid evaluation focuses heavily on laboratory numbers, but metabolism expresses itself through daily physiological signals. These include resting heart rate, body temperature trends, energy patterns, sleep quality, heart rate variability. Modern wearable technology allows individuals to track these signals continuously. Patterns may reveal metabolic shifts long before symptoms become severe. The future of thyroid care integrates lab data with physiological tracking. For individuals with Hashimoto's or Graves' disease, the immune system plays a central role. The Thyroid Reset Framework does not replace medical treatment, but lifestyle patterns that reduce immune stress may support stability. These include adequate sleep, stress regulation, gut health, support, nutrient sufficiency. Autoimmune diseases involve complex immune signaling pathways. Supporting overall physiological balance may help reduce inflammatory volatility. Extreme dieting, chronic overtraining, severe sleep deprivation, persistent psychological stress all represent metabolic extremes. The thyroid evolved to regulate energy stability. When the body senses famine or danger, thyroid signaling slows. This is a protective adaptation. The reset, therefore, focuses on sustainability, consistency over intensity. The thyroid reset is not about chasing perfect lab numbers. It is about building metabolic resilience. Resilience means energy, stability, cognitive clarity, emotional balance, cardiovascular rhythm, hormonal adaptability. When the metabolic network is resilient, thyroid signaling becomes more stable. Your thyroid is small, but its influence reaches every cell in the body. Heart rhythm, brain function, temperature, metabolism, mood, energy. Throughout this series, we explored the thyroid from molecule to mind, and one theme became clear. The thyroid does not act alone. It is part of an extraordinary biological network. Supporting that network may be the most powerful way to support thyroid health. Not quick fixes, not metabolic chaos, but stability. This is Health Reimagined. If you found this series helpful, continue exploring the other metabolic systems on this channel, because understanding the body is the first step toward protecting it.